Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. My name is Silka and today I will be doing the My Favorites book tag. I was tagged to do this by the lovely Gem over at Bookish Gems, and I believe that the tag was originally done by, let me just check, author Lauren Adele. I'm gonna link it down below at least, as well as Gem's video and her channel. So I have honestly been so excited to do this. It is like just a regular tag, but I also get to talk about other things than books that I like, so it's a bunch of favorites of mine. So I'm excited to share a little bit more about myself so that you guys can get to know me. Without further ado, let's just get started. I have the prompts here on my phone and I am just gonna go through them. Who is your favorite musician or band? So I don't actually listen to music that often. When I listen to music, it's mostly because I am reading, and then I don't listen to anything with lyrics because then I get distracted, so it's mostly soundtracks. One band that I am really in love with is Måneskin, and you might know them from TikTok. If not, then like if you're European, then you will know them from Eurovision. If you're not European, then you will probably know them from TikTok. But they won Eurovision last year and I freaking love them. I love Prince. He's one of my favorite artists and I cried when he died. It was not a fun day. I remember when I found out that he had died, I called my mom and then I was on my way home from school and I was just sitting in the bus crying, and I know she was on her way home from work, so she was sitting in the car crying. And it was just not a fun day. So Måneskin and Prince, and I really like Selena Gomez and Miley Cyrus. Like, it's not that I listen to them often, but then again I don't listen to anything often. So I think I'm also gonna say at least Miley Cyrus, because I do really like her and where she's going with her music. I am very interested to see what she comes out with next. So let's say those three. What are your top 3 films? Okay, so I know that later on in this it will say what's your favorite Disney films, so I'm gonna exclude Disney, but my favorite films are usually animated films because, well, 1, I don't tend to watch that many films, and 2, I just love animated movies more than regular movies, I guess. But I am a huge fan of Anna Karenina, so I'm gonna put that here because that is definitely one of my favorite movies. Coraline is also definitely a favorite that I have to mention. I don't know. I don't really watch that many movies. Well, I could just say Sinbad or Anastasia or something because that's not Disney, but it's still animated. So I'm gonna go for, no, you know what? I'm gonna go for Prince of Egypt. I live for that movie. I've watched it so many times, like I could recite it on the spot if you asked me to. What's your favorite scent? I don't know. I know what I don't like. I don't like sweet scents, and I definitely don't like vanilla or cotton candy or cookies or anything like that. What's my favorite scent? So I'm kind of gonna base it a little bit on my candles. I know I have this one that is fresh pineapple and Tunisian rosemary, and that's really nice. But even this is a little bit too sweet for me. Ooh, I also like things that smell like cotton or laundry. I like those kind of scents. This is definitely my favorite candle, so I'm guessing this is also one of my favorite scents. This is Black Spice, so I guess that could be my favorite scent. But that is candle-wise. Like, when it comes to perfumes, I don't know. I like floral, but fresh floral, not sweet floral. When it comes to scents, I'm very annoying and I don't know how to describe what I like. So usually people just stay away from getting me scents and let me do it myself, which is great. My aunt actually is the only one that doesn't do that, but she also like hits the nail every single time. She just knows what I love. She got me this candle for my birthday, and this is spiced apple, which is amazing. I love it. Normally this is not a safe scent to gift someone, but she just knows me so well and knows what kind of scented candles that I love, so she hits it every single time. What's your favorite Disney film? Easy. Hunchback of Notre Dame. That is my all-time favorite Disney film, and nothing will ever beat it. But then again, also when it comes to Disney films, for some reason over the years I have learned about myself that I am more into DreamWorks actually than Disney, which is not something that I thought would happen. Other Disney movies that I really like are Nightmare Before Christmas, also a favorite of mine. Brother Bear, Encanto actually is a recent favorite, and I do also like Frozen and Tangled, but it's not something that I feel like I can watch on a loop. I can definitely do that with Hunchback, and I have done that multiple times, so there's that. But I guess I'm more towards the underrated. I know Encanto isn't, but for some reason I tend to love the more underrated movies more than the popular ones, and that might just be me being annoying once again, but I don't know. What's your favorite season? Not winter and not spring, to be honest, because I am cold, 80% of the time. And during those months, it is harder for me to feel comfortable because I am cold all the freaking time. And I am obviously not comfortable when I'm cold. I hate winter. I love Christmas, but I freaking hate winter. So it's not winter and it's not spring, because spring in Denmark is usually also cold. So we're left with summer and autumn, and I can't really decide because I love summer. I love summer vacation. We have a bunch of fun stuff going on in my city during the summer months. And there's just, the weather in Denmark isn't horrible. Like, it isn't too hot during the summer, at least not every summer. And I feel like I'm comfortable with that. But then again, autumn and the autumn vibes and hot chocolate. I am leaning more towards summer because that is also, like, my birthday is in July, so there's that. But autumn is definitely on a close second place. What's your favorite seasonal drink? Hot chocolate? Is that a seasonal drink? I feel like I drink it all year round. Like, if there's a cold summer day, I'm gonna drink hot chocolate. I don't think I go for seasonal drinks that often. I drink iced tea, but that's, again, an all year round thing. I don't really have a favorite seasonal drink. Maybe like a gingerbread latte or something. That's kind of nice. I'm gonna go for that. Do you have a favorite shirt or article of clothing? Yes. I have this big kind of fuzzy hoodie thing. I've worn it a million times. I'm gonna try and find a picture and insert it. That is my favorite item of clothing. I wear it all the time, and usually when I have to wash it, I just, do it quickly, and then as soon as it's dry, I put it on again, and then, the cycle continues. It is just the most comfortable shirt that I own, and I am just, especially in the winter months, it is a must-have. Aside from that, I do have a bunch of pastels and bright colors, and that is actually what I prefer to wear. I also love that, but that is not specific. Who's your favorite author? Chris Colfer. I've said it a million times, I'm gonna say it again. Chris Colfer. What's your favorite spot for reading or writing? Well, writing will be my desk, because I like sitting at my desk. Reading will be just about everywhere. But do I have a favorite spot? No, I don't think so. I do want a favorite spot, but I'm not quite there yet, because there's always something wrong with the places where I read. Okay, I'm sorry if the camera angle changed, but I had to change the battery. What's your favorite food or dessert? My favorite food is sushi, any type of sushi. Desserts, anything with apples, anything with cinnamon. There's this one specific German cake thing that's called Apfelstrudel. I always get it and I freaking love it. We also have this Danish thing that is called Gammeldags Æblekage. Old school apple cake, roughly translated. It isn't really a cake, it's more so like this type of, I don't want to say porridge, but this type of, it's basically smashed apples. Then you put whipped cream on it. Anything with apples, I'm here for it. I freaking love cupcakes. I love cheesecake. I love cake in general. I don't think that there's any cake that I don't like. But if I had to pick like an all-time favorite dessert, it would be an Apfelstrudel, and I think everyone in my family would agree. I do make a mean cheesecake though. What's your favorite time of day? I don't know. I'm not a morning person, so not the mornings. In the weekends, I do like the mornings. I don't have a favorite time. I'm just kind of here. existing. No, I think I prefer evenings, but I couldn't tell you why. So I'm gonna say evening. What's your favorite color? Green and yellow. Green has always been my favorite color. And recently I've discovered that I freaking love yellow too. Who's your top 3 like favorite YouTube channels? I have so many, so I think I'm gonna try and stay away from people who are my friends because obviously I love all their channels, so I don't want to pick just 3 because I love all of them. So I'm gonna go for a little bit other type stuff. I love Eliandra. She does Sims content and basically a lot of custom content shopping, which I live for because I love custom content and I have so much in my game. So that. If we're going the booktube route, I love Brittany the Bibliophile, but I also really like Shady Ray Rees and Book Roast and Becca and the Books. I think those 4 will be my favorites. I like Miss Mojo. Sometimes it's just good fun. I know I was only supposed to mention 3, but I counted the booktube thing as a whole. What's your favorite musical or play? If I had to pick musicals that are films and not ones that I've been to see, The Greatest Showman, I freaking love it. So I'm gonna have to do that as like an honorable mention. I went to see Chicago when I went to New York with my class when I went to 9th grade. How old was I then? 15? We went to New York on a school trip and it was phenomenal. And then we basically went to see Chicago, which is one of my favorite shows, or at that point it was one of my favorite movies. So we decided that we should go and watch that on Broadway. And listen, it was an experience and I freaking loved it. So I'm gonna say Chicago. I'm also gonna mention Wicked. I went to see that in London with one of my friends and that was really great. I also went to see Jersey Boys, which I also want to mention because that was really phenomenal. I didn't know a damn thing about this musical before I went to see it. My aunt had actually booked it for us and it was just really great. I loved it. And I got to talk to one of the actors after that and he was really nice. I also went to see Aladdin also at West End and that was phenomenal. I also want to mention Swan Lake, the ballet, because that is stunning. And I went to see that also in London. Ooh, one more that I forgot. And I don't know how I could forget it. I went to see Prince of Egypt. They did it in Denmark. And my friend and I, we took this weekend trip to a place called Fredericia. I think it's about 2 hours away from here. And we went there and saw this musical and it was just stunning. You know, in the scene where he kind of divides the waters, when they did that, the first couple of rows, like the first maybe 10 rows or something, they slid out to the side like they had done something so that the seats were moving. And we were sitting at the back and I couldn't really see what was going on. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, they're moving, like the seats are moving. And then people were running through the water and I was just, you know, obsessed. I was obsessed. So I'm gonna, if I have to pick 3, and I don't know why I'm picking these in 3s because it doesn't say I have to, but if I had to pick 3, I'm gonna go Chicago, Prince of Egypt, and Wicked. Those are my 3 favorites. What's your favorite place you visited? Italy. We used to go there every single year, and there is this one place called Cobezzolo, which is a hotel in the Umbria area. It's just such a great place, and the hotel is very far away from everything, and I freaking love it. I've also been to Iceland, and I really want to go there again, because when I went, it was once again a school trip. That was 8th grade, so I must have been 14. It was just, I didn't get to do a bunch of the stuff that I wanted to do because we had to agree on what to do, and a bunch of people wanted to go ride horses, and I didn't because I don't care for horses, and it was boring because we didn't really get to ride them. We were just sitting on them while they were moving in a circle, and it was boring as fuck. I wanted to go whale watching because I freaking love whales. Like, my spirit animal has to be an orca or something. I freaking love it. And I wanted to go do that, and I didn't get to do that, so I'm gonna go back there eventually and go do that. That is like my one goal in life. Not my one goal, but my main goal is to see an orca because I love them. And finally, I have the question to tag somebody. I'm not going to do that. I know Jem has already done this, and a bunch of my other friends have already been tagged. I do have some people that I talk to, but I don't know if they will be okay with me tagging them. So if you don't mind me tagging you in these kind of tags, please let me know down in the comments so I have like a more specific list of people I can tag in these kind of things. That will help me out. Also, if you want to do this but haven't been tagged by anyone, you have now been tagged. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned maybe a little bit more about me that you didn't know you wanted to learn, but I don't know what I'm saying. But I hope that this was as fun for you as it was for me. Please leave in the comments if I can tag you in future videos, because I would love to know. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And also, if you want to be notified every single time that I post, you can hit the little bell icon. It would just mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!